2023년 8월 7일 오전, 미국 네바다주 핸더슨, 호미백산한 한 여성이 911에 전화를 걸어왔습니다.
Okay, I was downstairs and my son is on the bed and I opened up I don't know, I opened the cover. It's all bloody, I don't know. Can you come over?
Yeah, we're coming help you. What happened to him, you know?
I have no idea. And so was the...
Is he awake?
I think he's dead.
Okay. Listen, Stephen, I already have a calling for help, okay? How old is your son?
I'm 46 seconds.
Is he breathing?
Oh, bloody all over. Huh?
Where's he bleeding from him?
I don't know, some neck or something.
Do you see any weapons around him?
No.
Nothing. Would he have harmed himself? Can you tell?
What?
Did it look like he hurt himself at all? Like, maybe
I
shot
have
himself?
no idea. He's trying to move out from my house.
Okay.
And his girlfriend was here yesterday.
Okay. When's the last time you saw him? Yeah, when's the last time you saw him okay? How long ago?
Last night.
언어 장벽 탓에 의사소통이 원활히 이루어지지 못했으나 경찰과 구급대가 즉시 현장으로 출동했죠. 그리고 그곳에서 머리가 없는 채 침대 위에 엎드려 있던 46세 조나단 윌렛이 발견되었습니다.
Let's lock this down then.
Anything unique about the body?
I think initially, obviously, that it was decapitated and there wasn't much blood initially that I figured it would be. And also there was like a strong, like chemical smell inside that room was the first initial things that were surprising to me.
방 안엔 온몸에 뿌려진 화학 제품 때문에 살이 녹으면서 생긴 연기와 냄새로 가득 차 있었죠. 그리고 그 원인인 청소용 화학용액 2통이 바닥에 널브러져 있었습니다. 최초 신고자인 조나단의 어머니 요코는 사건 전날 비록 이혼했지만 다시 함께 살기로 한 아들과 아들 전 부인이 이사를 하느라 집을 오갔다고 진술했는데요. 새벽 1시경 요코가 주방에서 조나단의 전 부인 데빈 마이클스를 마주쳤을 때 데빈이 소스라치게 놀랐다고도 전했습니다. 전 성인 영상 배우이자 공인중개사였던 데빈은 데빈 윌렛, 니키 페어차일드, 트레이시 베이커, 트레이시 니콜 테버레즈 등 무수히 많은 가명을 사용하며 살아왔는데요. 조나단 시신이 발견된 날 새벽 주방에서 마주친 조나단의 어머니에게 데빈은 조나단이 피곤해서 먼저 잠들었으니 방에 들어가지 말라며 요코를 말렸습니다. 조나단과 데빈의 관계는 상당히 복잡하고도 충격적인데요. 이 둘은 2012년에 결혼해 두 딸 토마야와 조나야를 쓰라에 두고 있었습니다. 그리고 조나단은 전혼해서 1996년생 아들 데비어 윌렛도 쓰라에 두고 있었습니다. 충격적인 부분은 결혼 4년 차였던 2016년경 19살이었던 데비어와 데빈 사이에 불륜이 시작됐다는 것입니다. 결국 2018년 데빈과 조나단의 결혼은 6년 만에 파탄이 났고 곧바로 데빈과 데비어는 두 딸을 포함해 동거를 시작했죠. 그리고 2021년 12월 결혼식을 올립니다. 이 과정에서 시작된 두 딸에 대한 양육권 공방에서 조나단이 두 딸을 모두 데려오게 되었죠. 이 기이한 관계에도 조나단은 최대한 데빈이 아이들을 자주 볼 수 있게 배려했고 조나단은 사건이 발생한 조나단의 부모님 댁에서 데빈과 데비어는 사건 현장에서 차로 30분 정도 떨어진 곳에 거주하고 있었습니다. 그리고 2023년 8월 불안정한 이들의 경제 사정과 두 딸의 정서적 안정을 위해 조나단이 데빈이 사는 집으로 다시 들어오기로 결정을 내렸는데요. 이때부터 비극의 서막이 열리게 되었습니다. 2023년 8월 6일 열심히 짐을 나르던 조나단은 다음날 참혹한 상태로 사망하고 말았죠. 형사들은 마지막 목격자인 데빈을 찾아갔고 집 앞에서 피 묻은 조나단의 휴대폰을 발견했는데요. 새벽 1시쯤 조나단의 부모님 댁 차고에서 살아있는 조나단의 모습을 본 뒤 집으로 향했다던 데빈의 진술에 형사들은 의심을 품기 시작했죠. 이후 수색영장을 집행하며 발견된 증거물들은 데빈을 더욱 의심스럽게 만들었습니다. 조나단 부모님 댁에 있던 메모리가 삭제된 카메라, 데빈의 가방에서 나온 조나단의 사회보장 카드, 그리고 가장 의심스러운 것은 데빈 소급 서랍에서 발견된 비닐로 여러 겹 꽁꽁 쌓인 조나단의 신분증과 차키였죠. 수색 전 아무것도 모른다던 데빈의 말은 계속해서 번복되었고 집에서 조나단에게 쓴 분노의 편지들 또한 발견되며 데빈이 체포되었는데요. 취조실에서의 데빈의 태도는 형사들을 답답하게 만들었습니다.
Let's talk about that. He's laying here, got a massage. He's rubbing on you. You said at some point you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, he was starting to get on her because he kept grabbing on me. I already said no, stop touching me.
Okay, then what happens?
I hit him, he stopped touching me.
What you do?
Some staff thing that was on the fireplace.
So he's laying on the bed, you get off the bed, walk over to the fireplace. What do you grab?
This staff,
The lamp, sir.
I don't know what it's called. It's
Describe it.
It looks like a candle holder type thing.
A candle holder?
I don't know, it was square. It was, I can't remember.
How many times did you hit him?
Huh?
Okay, how hard did you hit him?
I'm sure I answered that.
Okay, so
As hard as you could, like you use
Long
your
as
fingers.
Okay,
one hand, two hands, right hand, left hand,
no, not very
your right hand. Okay, did you say anything before you hit him?
good. Stop.
Stop. Why did you say stop?
He just kept touching me.
Okay.
What does he say?
He didn't say anything, he stopped looking. But he was still breathing.
This show's about to get real. Okay? I'm going to explain something to you. There's about 40 years of law enforcement experience in this room right now. And that doesn't include you. Does that make sense? Okay, don't play the what's going on, okay? Okay, well, I'm just going to get direct with you. Alright? We're talking about your father's kid, or the father's, your children, is no longer here. Okay? You were the last person that was with him. You're the last person that used force on him. Does that make sense? So the shit's getting real. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but the games are over. And you should look at that picture, because that's the last position you saw him in. And that's the position we saw him in when we was at house. Does that make sense? Do you take medication for memory loss?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of medication do you take?
I don't know the names of it, but I do take medication.
Who's your doctor that prescribes that? What is your this?
I don't know yesterday, but yes, I do take medication for seizures, headaches, memory loss, sights.
Okay, so is there a possibility that you could have not been in your right frame of mind while you were there that night? Because of what medication you were on? I understand, so you're not in the right frame of mind, maybe because your medications, that will make it feel like it's not real.
No, but everything, like, all of this feels like a nightmare, like a dream. Like, I remember being with him and him, us talking and everything like that, but the actual, it does not feel real. I don't feel I was there that long. I remember being there, yoga, pharmacy, home. I thought I was home at like 2 something. You guys are saying it was,
2:42.
yeah, I promise you.
Okay, so what do you do that night? After you get home?
I got home, I got a shower, and went to bed.
기억 상실로 인해 약을 복용했고 기억이 잘 나지 않는다던 그녀는 모든 것이 기억나지만 조나단 머리를 내리친 이후 약 1시간가량의 기억은 없다고 주장했는데요.
How long did you sleep for?
About 2 hours.
Because you get home at 2:42, you're texting John's phone saying, oh, I can't find this, or where's this? And then like, remember, we took your phone, we took his phone, so we did all these downloads. I've read text messages between you, Deb, everyone else, things like that.
About 2 hours.
If you got home and showered and then went to bed, then you about 1 hour, that you would have been able to sleep.
Anything, I just remember going home and everything. I don't remember
Okay.
driving to the pharmacy. I just remember being at the pharmacy.
Okay, they told you he was decapitated.
They
He
told
had
me
his head
today.
cut.
They told me
Yes,
that
and they
today.
said you did not even blink.
It doesn't sound believable. Who does that?
I don't know, you tell us. Everything you're saying does not make sense. I was here, I did this. Do you think anybody's gonna believe I hit him in the head and I left? When did you get it, when did he give you that wallet that you claimed it was given to you earlier?
They said that he used Social Security cards.
And when was that?
Around the time he was eating.
So at night,
Yes,
okay, he has one key to the truck.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so why would he give you the one key to his truck when he's supposed to be over there in 2 hours? And his wallet. Yeah, because he's supposed to come over.
In the morning.
So how was he supposed to get his records then? And the other-
I don't think I was supposed to take them. I know I was supposed to take the social security card, but the other time, I don't think I was supposed to take.
Why were they in your underwear or wrapped up in a million bags?
Because when he gave them to me, I didn't realize what I was taking, and I just put them away and said, keep them safe.
That's not normal.
You just said, when he gave them to me, you're like, I don't think I was supposed to take these.
No, I said, in hindsight. I literally said, in hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to take those. The social security card he gave me, the other cards he gave me, you could see that on the surveillance camera, he hands me the card. But those ones, I don't think I was supposed to take them out of the house. I think I was just supposed to put them up, and then in the morning, he was supposed to go and get them. That's what I said. In hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to.
Well, why did you wrap them on the bag and put them out in your pressure cooker?
I wrapped them up. I don't think I was supposed to bring those with me.
You're not answering my question. Why were they wrapped up in plastic bags and put in your underwear
I
drawer?
wrapped them up right then and there in front of them.
Why didn't you just put them on your dresser?
One tie, another tie, another tie. It wasn't like one of them tie. It was repeatedly wrapped over and over. This was a thoughtful process. Put it in there, tie it up, put it in another bag, tie it up.
Right. Like I
8
said, I
times.
didn't realize what I had at the time, and he's saying keep them safe, so I'm wrapping everything up and I'm hiding it.
For what reason?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He gave me this. He says keep it safe. It was a social security card.
The social security card was in your black backpack.
Right. I didn't even get a chance to put that away.
So you take that, put that in this not safe spot. The only thing that he asked you to keep safe, you keep in your backpack. But the stuff that you were not supposed to take, you wrapped up 8 times, 8 separate times in a bag, in bags, and then hid that.
No, do you not understand?
No, I don't.
When I got home, it was late. I showered, I went to bed. That was it. Then in the morning, I would have sorted through everything. I would have talked to John, and everything would have been figured out.
Listen, just listen to that. Listen to exactly that, what you just said. I don't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't there that long. We can prove 100% you were there that long. You remember everything else. You remember going to the CVS, getting your daughter's prescription, getting home. Oh, I showered. I started looking for school supplies. I started doing all this. I remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after I cracked him in the head. His cell phone is at his house. You leave, drive back to your house. His cell phone now gets back to your house and has blood on it. It was not left at your house. There's no possible chance that you would forget hitting somebody, cutting their head off, going to dispose of this.
Hitting a person is one thing,
Yeah, it is.
but to do this is something completely different.
Believe me, I know.
That's why you're sitting here.
You sat here this whole time and made these faces and stuff like that, not shed a single tear.
I've been crying all damn day.
Really.
Yes, I have.
Okay, because they said, when they showed you and told you that he was decapitated, you didn't even blink.
They didn't show me he was decapitated. They told me. And I don't know how to feel about this. This is disgusting. It is utterly disgusting, and you're telling me I did it. No, I didn't do this.
You did this. We're beyond that.
No.
Well, you can be in denial all you want. That's not going to help you. You can deny it all you want. But we've been doing this too long to explain to you. We're giving you an opportunity to save face for you and the rest of your family. We're giving you that opportunity. But for you to sit here and deny that he did that, we're beyond that. We are so beyond that, there is no doubt in our minds that we can prove this in a court of law with a jury.
I think we're done.
Absolutely. And your girls are definitely going to take you because you can't even have the audacity to give them closure. Shame on you. That's terrible.
Get out of electricity of this!
Oh, so there's some,
I didn't do it!
there's some anger now, huh?
I told you from the beginning I didn't
Is
do
that how you feel against him?
it! No!
별도로 진행된 신문에서 막대기로 머리를 내리치고 조나단이 사망하자 머리를 잘라 빨래 바구니에 넣고 약 30분을 운전해 이웃집 쓰레기통에 버리며 안녕이라고 말했다는 충격적 자백을 했습니다. 그리고 그 동기가 조나단이 자신의 집에 너무 성급하게 들어왔기 때문이라고 했죠. 너무나도 구체적이고 명백한 자백 이후 검찰과 대빈 사이에 형량 거래가 이루어졌는데요. 끔찍한 범행 수법에도 불구하고 2025년 7월 예정되어 있던 법정 심리에서 대빈은 2급 살인죄에 대해 유죄를 인정하고 가석방 가능한 15년형을 선고받기로 되어 있었죠. 그런데 법정 심리에서 그녀는 이 달콤한 거래를 스스로 발로 차버리고 돌연 나는 억울하다며 기존의 유죄 인정을 철회하고 재판으로 가길 바란다며 절규를 했습니다.
Ms. Michaels, what, if anything, would you like to say before I pronounce sentence against you?
There's so much I want to say. Jonathan was very special, very unique, and I know no matter what I say at this moment, I know right now no one in the family is going to believe me. I know right now no one in the family feels that I'm innocent at any point, and I understand that, but I can actually prove my innocence. I actually can, and I'm not gonna stop fighting to prove my innocence. I have more than enough, and Jonathan deserves to have the actual person who's guilty behind bars. I was helping Jonathan. I can show that I was trying to help him, and this I know is hurting the family, and I can see it in your faces, and I know your hearts are angry, and they should be, and I'm angry for you. And this is not fair to you. This has been dragging out for almost 2 years. It's not fair to you. And it's not fair to his children. Any of them. And it's not right. It really isn't. It's not. I've seen so much that it's just terrible. The way that they manipulated and altered and deleted things is wrong. They should not be able to do it, and they have. And for you to be able to look me in the eye knowing that the things are altered and
You pled guilty, man.
Ms. Michaels, you are not to address the state. You are to
I'm not
address me.
addressing
You
the
are.
state. I
You're addressing Mr.
apologize.
Giordano. You are going to address me. What do
My
you want me to
apologies.
say? What do you want to say to me?
My apologies, I wasn't trying to address the state directly. It's just, I was told. I just told one thing after another, and I truly believed that we were going to do the right thing, and it just didn't happen. I am so sorry for all of this, but I didn't do this, and I didn't know this would end up like this. I really didn't. And I will forever apologize to the family that I don't know how to fix any of this anymore. I don't. I keep listening to what everyone tells me is the best thing to do. Just do this and it'll work out this way, and follow this advice and we'll do this. And I keep listening to the people because they keep saying, this is the best advice. It doesn't turn out the way they tell me it will. And it just gets worse and worse. And I don't know what to do anymore.
Judge, I'm not comfortable with this record. I'm willing to let her out of her plea if the court is inclined.
I don't know how to fix this.
All right.
It's just, this wouldn't be appropriate.
I completely understand.
Let's go to trial.
Mr. Giordano. All right. Ms. Michael, Judge Mr. Giordani says that he's willing to let you out of your plea and he's willing to try this case. And you understand that he's willing to try this case on an open murder. So a jury can convict you of a first-degree murder. Do you understand that? Or do you want to talk to Mr. Patrick about it?
I don't want to talk to Mr. Patrick. He didn't listen to anything I
Miss Michaels, I need you to understand what I'm saying to you and answer my question.
Yes.
Do you want to withdraw your plea and go to trial?
Yes, please.
All right, this plea is going to be withdrawn. Ms. Patrick, I need you to have some discussions with your client
Your
about...
Honor, I've moved to withdraw at this time. This case needs to go back to the appointed counsel.
Miss
I will-
Michaels, hold on just one second. Miss Michaels, you need to conduct yourself like this is a courtroom. If you cannot do that, then they're going to remove you because I still have business to conduct.
Yes.
Do you understand? Mr. Patrick?
Judge, respectfully, I move to withdraw and have this case sent back to Office of Appointed Counsel. I am not in a position to accept appointment on this case should it go to trial at this time.
기존 변호인마저 사건에서 빠져버리고 새로운 국선 변호사가 선임된 대빈. 사건은 결국 배심원 재판으로 넘어가 지난 2025년 11월 5일 대빈의 살인죄에 대한 공판이 시작되었죠. 검찰은 대빈이 계속해서 자백과 진술을 번복한 점, 조나단의 신분증을 감싸고 있던 비닐봉투들에서 대빈의 지문이 발견된 사실, 조나단의 휴대폰을 대빈이 가지고 이동한 통신 기록 등 모든 정황이 대빈만을 범인으로 가리킨다고 주장했습니다. 반면 대빈 측은 화살을 데비어 윌렛, 즉 피해자의 아들이자 대빈의 현 남편에게 돌렸죠. 변호인은 진술 번복은 데비어에게서도 일어났고 데비어와 조나단 사이가 좋지 않았다고 진술한 점, 조나단이 대빈의 집으로 들어옴으로써 데비어가 집에서 쫓겨나고 이혼하자는 통보를 받은 점, 데비어가 대빈에게 보낸 분노 섞인 메시지들을 증거로 들며 데비어에게 충분한 동기가 있었다고 주장했습니다.
When you first met Nikki, was she dating or in a relationship with your dad? When your dad and Nikki were together, did they eventually have children?
Yes, sir.
And is that your two sisters?
Yes, sir.
Before the girls were born, did there come a point in time where you and Nikki became intimate? Or was it after?
It was after.
About how old were you at that time? 19 years old?
Yes, sir.
While you were intimate with Nikki initially, was she still dating your dad?
Yes, sir.
Was there some kind of discussion with Nikki at that time about being pregnant?
Yes, sir.
Describe that for the jury.
I moved back to California and I was told that she was pregnant with my child, and if I didn't move back, she was going to have that child.
So you had gotten out of the situation back in Cali, and you, I presume, talked to her over the phone or something?
Yes, sir.
She tells you she's pregnant, it's yours, and unless you come back, she is going to have the child.
Yes, sir.
What did you do in response to that? Did you witness her go to a doctor?
No, sir.
Did she tell you anything about that child she claimed was yours?
She told me that she had gotten abortion.
But you never saw any documentation or
No, sir.
anything like that. When you lived with your dad, how was your relationship at that time?
It was fine. I worked with him.
You worked with him too?
Yes, sir.
Prior to you learning of your dad's death, that you learned he was going to move in to the Porcupine Rim address?
Prior, no, sir.
So you didn't know he was going to move in prior?
No, sir. So I just got off work. I was helping with the girls with their homework, and I believe I went into the garage and I saw my father bringing over a bunk bed and a desk for the girls, and his back was turned to me, so I closed the garage door.
So you didn't talk to him?
No, sir.
How was your relationship at that point in time?
We hadn't talked for a while.
At some point prior to that, had he learned that you had actually married Nikki?
Yes, sir.
How was that conversation, or if you had a conversation about it?
He sent me a text message asking me, or saying, I don't know what you're doing, but it's not right. And I responded with half of what you know is true and the other half isn't.
Tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury kind of how the night progressed from there.
So I continued watching the girls, watching journalism, and Nikki had told me that she was going to go help John move some things, and I said okay, so I stayed at the house. We continued watching the movie, and I believe when the movie was over, I had put them down bed, and I myself went to sleep.
Do you remember where you put them down to bed?
Yes, they had individual rooms upstairs. So I took them upstairs, I had them change into the pajamas, and then went to bed.
Okay. Do you remember texting Nikki saying something to that effect?
I remember texting her, letting her know that I had put the girls to sleep, and I myself was going to sleep because I was working the next day.
You had worked the next day?
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you some questions about items in your home. At the time you were working for Hometronics, correct?
Yes, sir.
You had the work truck.
Yes, sir.
I presume you had some tools.
Yes, sir.
Were there times in which you had saws and stuff like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you normally carry a saw, or is that something you use for particular jobs, or how does that work?
I had a drywall saw inside my bag, along with a screwdriver, a flathead, an electric drill, measuring tape.
Look at me. Did you kill your father?
No, sir.
Did you have any involvement in killing your father?
No, sir.
Did you have any involvement in what happened to his body after?
No, sir.
You had testified today, fair to say, for the first time, that you had a relationship with your wife that went years back.
Yes, sir.
You'd been asked that by a lot of people, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'd been asked that before under oath, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't tell the truth, did you? You had testified today that you learned of your father's death for the first time about 1 o'clock on August 7th, 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'd said, I believe it was your grandfather?
Yes, sir.
Now, you were interviewed by police just shortly after that, correct?
No, sir.
You were interviewed at 2:35 p.m. August 7th by Detective Ozawa.
Yes, sir.
He came to ask about you, your wife, stuff what was going on in the house and at the other house, correct? The Paladera house.
Yes, sir.
He asked you how you got along with your father, and you told him we never really got along, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's a little bit different than what you testified to today, correct?
No, sir.
It's the same, or it's different?
It's the same. I worked with my father.
Well, it was just a few seconds after that that you said that you knew he was going to move in there, correct? And you didn't want to talk to him when he was at the house.
No, sir.
On August 6th. You don't recall telling the detective that? I mean, you have this transcript that I'm going to start referring to. You referred to it and you reviewed it before and to prepare for today's testimony, correct?
Yes, sir. I was so shortly after his death that he was going to be then I had no prior.
I'm sorry, I'll start on page 3. I did see him here when he was unloading everything into the garage, but I just didn't speak to him. You're asked, okay, is that you guys just don't get along or just... And then you stated, we never really did. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you say, so not to cause any complications here, because I know he was going to move in here, I just didn't want to talk to him.
That was after the death.
But you're talking about, you saw him the day before, he's moving stuff in, and you're not going to talk to him because you know he's going to move in, and you guys don't get along. You were talking to the detective about what was going on in your head the day before, correct?
No, sir. I was told that they were moving the death and back there into the house for the
Page 5. I guess, so your mom tells us that he was going to move in here. What's that arrangement? And you said she was going to tell me to move out, or she was going to give me some time, but he needed to get out of Yoko's house, and she was going to let him stay here, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you were going to move out, and you say, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you're telling the detective who you speak to for the first time that you knew that Dad was pushing you out and that you were moving out of the house, correct?
I was told that the day before.
Oh, so now, you said before, until after your death, now you're agreeing you knew at least the day before that your dad was pushing you out of the house, correct?
No, I'm talking about the interview. So when I had the interview with Ozawa, that's when I found out everything prior to the interview.
But you're talking about not talking to him the day before because you know you don't want problems and you know that he's moving in. Which you were telling the detective after you're saying that you learned for the first time that your dad's been murdered. What you told him about your marriage wasn't true, was it?
I was also drinking that day I got married.
You're saying that you guys are married more out of convenience, not like you guys actually love each other. And you respond, yeah, we don't. It's not like that. It's out of convenience. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That was a lie, wasn't it?
No, sir.
So you're telling us that you were telling this detective the truth? Now, today you testified that you'd worked the day before, August 6th, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you were actually off the day before, correct? You didn't work on August 6th.
I was drinking a lot, I don't remember.
But you actually made the same mistake and initially told him, I was working yesterday, but then you corrected yourself, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you really weren't drinking that much. Because you at first said, well, I worked yesterday, and then you said, oh, actually, you know what? It was my day off.
That was 10 years ago, and I was drinking very heavily for my father's death. So.
Okay. But, sir, this conversation occurred August 7th, 2023. All right? So they're there trying to figure out this dynamic, and you've lied to them about the relationship that you have with your wife, and you've lied to them about the living arrangement where you're getting kicked out by your father, correct? He's moving you out.
Yes, sir, because I didn't know what exactly happened.
You acknowledged with defense counsel earlier, you were not entirely truthful about the depth of your relationship with Nikki. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Explain to this jury, why is it that you were not entirely truthful about your relationship with Nikki on the day one?
I wasn't entirely truthful with our relationship because I didn't know that my father was murdered, and I didn't want anybody to find out that.
Do you even know at the time you're giving this interview that Nikki was a potential suspect?
I was unaware for the whole thing. I just didn't know why the cops were in her house.
하지만 재판에서 공개된 통신 위치 분석 결과 데비어는 사건 당시 집에서 데빈의 두 딸과 함께 있었으며 조나단 머리를 처리하는 데 있어서 조력했다는 그 어떤 증거도 발견되지 않아 결국 데비어에게는 어떠한 혐의도 적용되지 않았습니다. 재판에서 증인으로 나선 법의학자는 조나단의 지병에 대해 언급했는데요. 그는 생전에 심장비대와 지방간을 앓고 있었고 혈액에서 상당히 높은 수치의 대마 성분과 함께 상당량의 알코올이 검출되었습니다. 전문가들은 당시 조나단이 상당히 취한 상태였다고 평가했는데요. 사인은 살인으로 단정할 수 없는 미상으로 분류되었으며 머리는 사망 이후 칼과 전동톱으로 절단된 것으로 판단되었죠. 범행 도구나 조나단의 머리가 끝내 발견되지 않았고 정황상 증거만 넘치는 이 상황 속에서 그날 밤 사건 발생 가능 시간대에 조나단과 함께 있었던 사람은 데빈뿐이라는 점을 강조하며 모든 증거가 데빈의 1급 살인 유죄를 뒷받침한다고 주장했습니다. 이에 맞서 변호인 측은 수사가 처음부터 편향적이고 서둘러 진행된 탓에 진실이 왜곡되었다고 반박했는데요. 증인들의 진술도 서로 맞지 않는 부분이 많아 신빙성이 떨어지며 특히 검찰이 주장하는 것처럼 데비어가 참수에 관여했다는 증거가 없듯 데빈이 했다는 직접적인 증거도 단 하나도 없다고 강조했죠. 더불어 사건 당시 데비어가 깨어있었고 이동한 정황이 있음에도 경찰이 수사를 소홀히 했다고 지적했습니다. 또한 피해 정도에 비해 혈흔이 비정상적으로 적었다는 점, 그리고 데빈에게는 피가 묻은 흔적도, 다친 자국도 잔혹한 범행을 저지른 사람에게서 예상되는 이상 행동도 전혀 발견되지 않았다는 사실을 근거로 검찰이 합리적인 의심을 넘어 유죄를 입증하지 못했다고 주장하며 무죄를 주장했습니다. 이후 배심원단의 협의가 시작되었고 2시간이 채 되지 않아 판결이 내려졌죠.
State of Nevada plaintiff versus Devin Jade Michaels, aka Devin Willett, aka Nikki Fairchild, aka Tracy Baker, aka Tracy Nicole Tavares, defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Devin Jade Michaels, as follows. Count 1, murder with use of a deadly weapon. Guilty of first-degree murder with use of a deadly weapon. Dated this 14th day of November, 2025.
현재 데빈 마이클스에 대한 최종 형량 선고는 2026년 1월 8일로 예정되어 있는데요. 가석방 가능한 15년형을 억울하다며 피하려던 그녀에게 종신형이 내려질 예정이며 가석방 유무는 선고일에 결정될 예정입니다. 기이한 가족의 형태 안에서도 두 딸을 위해 최선을 다하려 했던 조나단의 명복을 빌며 오늘의 영상을 마칩니다.